the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can go.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield, it's Duarte. Looking for more room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Seizing that open space and opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Check. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this, in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Mississippi State offense heading back to the field to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Duarte. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well and competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Duarte. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hurley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hurley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Quick release by the QB. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force.
And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Offense did exactly what he's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of a great field position.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Find space on the right. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made a defender miss. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Bringing the heat. Makes a connection. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits down. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eaton. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Puts it out of the air. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Speeding down the right side. Touchdown, Sooner! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it in. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Dances away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's gonna do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's second and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets it to him on the screen. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Grab near the marker. It's Cantrell. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Power ahead. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Now on the option. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Makes the grab on the left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Bulldogs. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He'll keep it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
The give on the inside. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll... after the return at the 27-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's Amatova. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it behind the line. It's Amatova. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Pulls it in. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Here comes the heat. They've got the screen set up. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Five-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He has kept those big, powerful bodies churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Slams it ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock.
And the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the 2-point try. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Makes the catch. It's Amatova. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Amatova. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go. And I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job. You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers.
There he goes. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
it back from inside the spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make it?
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.